Hey everyone, it's Lizzie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what my budget looks like and also mentioning didn't really go as I had hoped. We're going to get into that. If you're wanting to know what is all of this about, then keep on watching. All right, so I have already filled in my paycheck budget just for time's sake, but I will go step by step what all of this looks like. Now, what is it that I'm talking about when it comes to things didn't really go as planned? Well, let me flip back to a prior paycheck so that way you guys could probably get the gist of what I am talking about. So, this paycheck. Okay, so it's not too bad, I guess. I got paid $959, so it's been around the 900 range, over 1,000 sometimes. And honestly, the reason why my paycheck was that amount was because my company was actually giving us a bonus, a $200 bonus, just due to COVID-19, and they just wanted to help out their employees and the families. And so when that happened, I had also enrolled in my company's 401k, which we finally started contributing to our retirement because we ended up becoming debt-free. We had our emergency fund in place, and now was the time for us to really get on the bandwagon, saving for our future. And so I did that. I contributed up to the match, and because they were giving us this bonus, I really didn't feel like a big change because that bonus was there. And to my my mistake was that I hadn't thought it all through. I do look at my paycheck budgets line by line just to make sure everything is good, but for some reason when it came to this pay, I didn't expect it to be what it was. And so when I got that notification that my pay is ready, I saw this number. $817.18. And so that is the base pay. So I get commissions, I get bonuses, and so this is without any bonuses. So because of the branch being closed and me not being able to do my job the way it's supposed to be done, I haven't been able to do the things that I normally do that would allow me to get these bonuses and commissions. And so this is the base pay. And I have not had a paycheck so little in a very long time. So this is why I love budgeting, guys. This is why having a plan for your money is so important, no matter how much you make. So this is what we decided to do, and what I think is the best thing is we live off of percentages, and I talk about it in past videos, living off of 80% and then moving on to living off of 70% because we're debt free. Well, there's no way that we could live off of 70% from this paycheck because we have certain bills and we still have like certain cash envelopes that we have to stuff that is just realistic. I am being true to what our spending habits are. Yes, we have to be better at certain things, but it doesn't mean that we can't go to get fries. We should probably eat healthier, but you know what I mean is it shouldn't stop us from, you know, treating ourselves every now and then. And so this is why I love sharing real numbers with you guys, because I feel like it is relatable. If something like this happens to you, especially during these times, people have been having less hours because companies have been closed, and you have to adjust. How is it that you're going to reach your goals with having less income? Well, the same thing happened to me. And I mean, I'm fortunate enough to be able to work full time. But my pay, it dropped, and it's because of all of these things that I really didn't think about. And that is a shame on me for not thinking about that. But now I know. And so what we are doing is going back to the 80-20 for this particular paycheck. And my future goal is to figure out a way that I can increase my income. And so if that means, you know, me taking an income from my business which I haven't been. I haven't been taking an income, but I might end up having to do that at least maybe once a month, because I do earn somewhat of a consistent income from my Etsy shop and also Google AdSense, but I don't know if that's what I'm gonna do. I have to figure that out. So what we've decided is to go to the 80-20 method, budgeting method. So 80%, and I wrote it down right here. Let me zoom it in so you guys can see. 80% is going to expenses, all of your regular bills, the regular spending that is happening. So like your daily cash envelopes. This is what, from this paycheck, what we say should go to those categories. 10%, we always give 10% as a tithe. We give it through a church. So we have that, and that is non-negotiable for us. We will always give 10%. And then this last 10% is what we call our goal. So that is, you know, if you are wanting to save for holidays, so like your sinking funds, or you're wanting to pay off debt, you fill in the blank. Whatever your goal is, that is how you can use this 80-20 method. Now, of course, if you don't tithe, hey, you can do maybe the full 20%, but I truly believe in giving back. So now let me get into our actual budget. Now we use a bill tracker, and this is the bill tracker that I have, and it's available on my Etsy shop. Check the link in the description box. So I write in my paychecks, and I've already calculated and broken down our bills based on the paychecks. So it is the 3rd, and I just went down this column and I checked off all of the bills, and I just wrote them in here on my budget worksheet. So I wrote in the income amount, my paycheck, and then I added in what the beginning balance was from what was available at my bank account. That gave me my total income. We tithe off of our paycheck, not this amount right here. So I have my amount, $82. And now I'm gonna go ahead and write in those expenses. So I did that here. These bottom categories, the gas, SunPass, and miscellaneous, these ones change. So they're not my fixed expenses. These are those variable ones. So based on our travel, we are budgeting out $80 for gas. I have much less of a drive now, and so I've saved on gas for me. So it's pretty much just my husband who needs a higher balance for his gas. And so we budget out $80. We do have to load our SunPass, so we're just loading it with $10. And then this miscellaneous, this is something that's pretty new to us. And what this is an amount that is left in our bank account for any unexpected bills, any bills that tend to be higher than what we expected it to be. And so we want to have something in our bank account to cover that. So that's what that $100 is for. So all of this added together, it gives us a total of $632.54. Now keep in mind, this 80% that we factored in is $653.74 based on our total income. So what we do is you take the income and you multiply that by 80%. So I did it based off of the paycheck amount for this little formula here. So the 817.18, and multiply it by 80%, and that gave me that number, the 653. All right, I did not do it based off of this total number because I did want to include the miscellaneous category in here. With this total expenses, it's actually less 100. So it's 532.54 of what these expenses are. So what you do is you take that total amount and you subtract what you calculated, your 80%, that you said you would love to be within this dollar amount for your spending. Again, it's including your cash envelopes, your daily cash envelopes, your regular spending. You want to be within that goal amount of the 80%. So if we take the $653.74 that we said was good for our expenses, and we subtract, it's going to be $532.54. $532.54, and the reason it's $532.54 is because we are not including this miscellaneous. This miscellaneous is not an expense. This is something that is left in the bank account, and we are not anticipating using it, but if we have to, we will track that on my new expense tracker that I am going to be using this month. So that gives us a remaining balance of $121.20 that we still have left for our cash envelopes. Now, these are the cash envelopes that we are setting aside for. That is realistic. So obviously we have to buy food, which is $75 each week. That's a budget that it's pretty much a fixed number in our household. We budget $300 a month, $75 each week. We break it down because it allows us to save money when it comes to grocery shopping. And then eating out, we are only putting $15 in there. It's very minimal, but it gives us that freedom where if we, over the weekend, we want to grab a quick bite to eat, hey, we can do that just going to, I don't know, McDonald's or getting some coffee or just treating ourselves. Pet, we have 2 dogs and we are actually in need of buying them food, which is roughly like $13. So we have $15 that's going to be added to their envelope. And then this spending envelope is $15, and that is for me. My husband has been doing some side hustling, so he has been giving himself some spending money. And no, we don't include that in this budget sheet because I just say that that's his money. So we don't include that in the household budget because he has other things that he works on for the money that he earns. So I know that may seem a little bit confusing and we should include everything together, but that's his business. That's his side hobby that he has going on that he actually makes money. So anyways, sorry for the ramble, but $15, that's for me. So I'm going to put that in my cash envelope. And then we are only stuffing one sinking fund when that is Christmas. And the reason why we're only doing one is because this is the one that is the most important to us, because our big goal is to have $1,000 saved for Christmas, because last year we only had like $200 to buy for all of our family, and we ended up buying one and making one, and it was the best Christmas. Honestly, they cried, our family cried with the gifts that we made them. So our goal is we just want to splurge on Christmas for each other and for our family. So $36 is what we are adding to our Christmas envelope. So the total cash that we are withdrawing is $156. But now let's see where we stood when it came to being within that expense goal. So $121 is what we said was left over to break down our daily cash envelope. So not the sinking fund. So I'm just going to go ahead and subtract the groceries, $75. I'm going to subtract the eating out envelope, the pet envelope, and the spending. So we are still $1 and some change good to be within that goal. So now looking at this bottom area where we said we were going to set aside 80% for spending, 10% for tithe, and we still have this last 10%. So that's really whatever is left over goes to your goal. So we split this in half approximately. Some of it goes to sinking funds goals, and then the other half goes to our other goals. So in our case, we want to save for a house. So little by little, we are putting money in this savings account that we have that we call our home fund, because we want to be able to put at least 20% down on our next house. So we've already put $36 in our goal of our Christmas fund, and now the leftover is $70.52. And so we've just carried that into our home savings account. $70.52 is going in there, and that leaves us with a zero-based budget. So do you see how having less income in this paycheck, it still allowed us to save for our goals, even if it was just a little bit? It's progress. And that's the point of a budget, is you create a plan no matter what is your income. And I truly believe that this percentage rule allows you to maybe cut back. So we cut back on our eating out, and we're probably going to be cutting back come the next month on like date night envelopes. So I'm probably not even going to have that as our category, and I'm going to have a discussion with my husband about it, of what he thinks, and just have it be eating out. And we're going to just adjust a few things when it comes to our cash envelopes and the categories and the breakdown. But this is why budgeting is so important in households, because no matter what it is that you make, if you have a plan for your finances, if you give every dollar a job, you can reach your goals. It may take some time, but it's progress. And progress is better than staying still and not moving anywhere. You're inching your way towards that goal of being debt free. You're inching your way towards that goal of saving for your down payment for the house, of paying off your student loans, of whatever it is that your goal is. Take those baby steps and you can achieve it. And I truly believe that we can achieve that. And you guys are walking alongside of us as we are reaching for the goal of buying our house. And I cannot wait for that day to happen, because I'll be able to look back at what we've done to get us to where we are. So now is the time to get to stuffing the cash envelopes. And we don't have a lot of cash envelopes to stuff, but we got envelopes to stuff. So let's get into that part. Now, I have these slips, these teller slips. So I had my husband actually go to the bank, and he filled out a teller slip, and we wrote down what we needed as far as the cash denominations based on the envelopes that we are going to be stuffing. So let me start with the sinking fund, which is the Christmas. And the reason why we are stuffing $36 is because we have $464 in our Christmas cash envelope. Guys, this is more than what we had in December of last year. So we are now, as we stuff the $36, let me get those cash envelope, or those cash. Here's the $36. And let me write this in. So we are adding 36. And here's the reason why it's that specific dollar amount. Because we've made it to our halfway mark of $500. I'm so excited. I cannot believe this is probably the most money that we've had for Christmas. And we're in July. We're in the beginning of July. So this is just so insane. But it took little bit. Like we didn't put a whole lot of money each paycheck. It was like $5, $10, whatever we were able to. And then we worked out a plan of, okay, this is about how much money we should be putting in per paycheck to reach that goal. So that's what we've done. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for this community and for just everyone really motivating me to move forward in the goals that I have. So I'm just so thankful for each of you. But let's just make sure that there is 500 in here. So I know I'm counting this not face up, so bear with me, and I apologize for those who are anal when it comes to counting money. 150, 200. No, my dogs are scratching at the door. 200, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 6, 7, 8, 9, 500. Okay, that is absolutely amazing. So let me put this in the cash envelope, and we're done stuffing our sinking fund. Now let's move on to our cash envelopes. So this is my wallet. This is the Conscious wallet. It's available on Amazon. And we are going to be stuffing just a few of these envelopes. Eating out is getting 15. So there should be 15 in here. I don't think we have gone out. Yes, there's 15. So let me just add in the 15 from this paycheck. So there's 30 currently in that envelope. Groceries is getting the 75, and we still have $1 left over. So there's 75 that we're stuffing. We have our $1. Pet is getting $15 as well. And I did go to the store, so that is good. There's $2 in here. We're adding 15, so there's $17. And then the spending envelope, I currently have $14 in here, and we are adding $15, so 29. All right, 20, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9. So my cash envelopes are all stuffed. My sinking fund is stuffed, and that is what our paycheck budget looks like. If you found this video helpful, motivating in any way, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in a brand new video. Bye guys!